Glad to see you again. And this is video number 1 of the series, Going Deeper, Weight Loss Going Deeper. And we're talking about managing our minds with hunger. This week, what we're going to talk about is getting friendly with hunger. And I can feel y'all rolling your eyes right now. I can feel it. You're getting friendly with hunger. I know. But the reason why this is important is because most of us, I think, have an adversarial relationship with hunger. It's a bad thing. We want to get away from it. We want to push it away. We want to avoid hunger. Think about how many times one of the selling points on the diet is, you are not going to be hungry while you're on this diet. So that tells me that what we're trying to do is stay away from being hungry. Now, I'm not talking about let's just starve and let's just be miserable. That's not at all what I'm talking about. But being hungry, and those words that I just put with that, starving, being miserable, things being awful because I'm hungry, that is how we think about hunger. So I want to put out a thought for you that when you think about hunger, if you just take a minute, what do you associate with hunger? Just take a second and notice what comes up for you when I tell you hunger is something you need to be friendly with. You can have all kinds of things, but a lot of it is going to be this no, pushing away kind of feeling. Why? What's wrong with hunger? And I think that question is something that you're going to find serves you in this process. What's really so bad about hunger? Hunger is a sensation. Hunger is a feeling in your stomach. Just under your ribs, it's this growl, it's this maybe little pulling sensation, little kind of squeezing maybe of your stomach that says, it's time to eat. I would like some food, please. And now we talked about the hunger scale in the weight loss basics class. I'm not going to go over that again, but I'm not telling you to get to this 10 out of 10 miserable hunger sensation. But what I am saying is, if it's just a sensation, it's just this little gnawing, little squeezing, little pulling in your stomach area, what's wrong with that? What is that to be afraid of? Because when we make ourselves afraid of hunger, we push it away, we try to get away, we run away, we eat. Whenever we have the slightest little sense that I might be hungry, no, got to make that go away. That's uncomfortable. I don't like that. So if you look at your mind and you see that the thoughts that you're having around getting hungry are scary, anxious, worried, avoiding, you want to write those down. Write down all the thoughts you have about hunger and look at them. Because hunger is what we call a circumstance. If your stomach says it's time to eat, it just is. You can choose to say, okay, that's something I'm going to listen to and do something about right now. Or you can say, I'm busy, I'm working, I don't really want to respond to hunger right now. I'll deal with it later. But there's a sense, I think, for some of us that if hunger comes and we don't address it before it gets to be too much, it's going to take us over. And it doesn't have to be that kind of thinking. Because really, here's what happens. If you're carrying extra weight on your body, and if you're watching this video series, I'm assuming that you have some extra weight you're trying to get off. If you have extra weight on your body and you have a hunger signal and it comes up and says, your body says, I'm hungry. You feel it in your stomach. It's not, I'm stressed and I must have a cookie, or those Snickers seem like a good idea, that bowl of M&Ms, or I want a bowl of ice cream, or I need to eat some bread or something I need mac and cheese, I need comfort food. Comfort food is a signal, needs to be a signal to you. You might not really be hungry. You're trying to soften something that's bothering you in your emotions. And that's coming from something you're thinking. Maybe I'm bored, I'm stressed out at work, this COVID stuff is too much. If that kid says something to me one more time while I'm trying to get this memo written, I'm going to lose it. I need a cookie. The thought triggered your hunger. You're not hungry. If what you're feeling about hunger is, I got to get rid of it, then you're going to snack and you're going to put stuff in that you don't need. But if you ignore hunger for a little while, you just say, you know what? I hear you. I know you're there. It's not convenient right now. I'll come back later. I'll eat when I'm hungry again. Your body is actually going to take some of that extra that you're trying to get rid of and do what we call eating in. It's just going to take a snack from your hips, your stomach, somewhere you got some extra. Your body is going to get the fuel it needs without you putting anything in your stomach. And that is exactly what you're trying to get to. That's exactly what you want. And the only way that's going to happen is by finding that hunger. But the only way you're not going to run away from that hunger is to examine your mind, think about it, what it is, the thoughts that you have around hunger, and make a decision that you want to think about it differently. So when I say getting friendly with hunger, one of the reasons why I say that is because if for you, the feeling of hunger, the sensation that comes in your stomach is welcome, you're going to wait for it. You're going to allow your body to empty out, to dine in when it needs to just have mild hunger that comes around, and it comes like a wave. It comes and it goes, and it comes and it goes. And when it comes back, usually it'll come back a little bit louder. Your body says, hello, I actually am hungry. Can we eat? And at that point, it may be convenient, it may be on the plan, it may be exactly what you made a decision to do earlier in the day, but it wasn't something you were trying to shove away because it was a little bit annoying. So that is what I want you to practice this week. Get out your journal, write down all the thoughts you have around hunger. Start examining them. Do they serve you? Is it what you want to think about hunger? Are they getting in your way of finding hunger? And start playing with the idea of, can I get friendly with hunger? Can I welcome the sensation of getting hungry? Can I decide that getting hungry is a good thing? Okay? We'll get into this some more next week, but practice some of that thinking on paper for yourself and start trying to decide how you can welcome that hunger. How you can get a little bit more friendly with it. Thanks for being here. Give me some comments, give me a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss the next part of the series, and I want to hear from you. Let me know how it's going. Talk to y'all soon. See you next week.